It's with Mo's parents, and friends and family, because he was a great kid.
Tributes still pouring in for Mo Gaba, the young Baltimore sports fan who stole the city's heart. He passed away yesterday, only 14 years old, after a lifelong fight with cancer. Shelley Orman looks back at some of the most memorable moments Mo shared with all of us.
Mo Gaba, just say his name and watch people smile. He was always a bright light, and we are going to miss him terribly.
Mo Gaba's bubbly enthusiasm and that ever-present laugh led him to quickly become a household name in Baltimore.
Adam!
How you doing, buddy?
Good.
His love for the Ravens and Orioles unsurpassed.
Everybody knows Mo.
Mo's super fan status started, then was cemented from his frequent calls to 105.7 The Fan.
What's going on, Baltimore? It is the Big Mo Show with yours truly, Mo Gaba.
Weeks ago, Mo hosted his own show.
Co-hosting with me, Jeremy Kahn.
What's up, Mo?
Hey.
Host Jeremy Kahn, a constant supporter and friend.
I think the world of him, and I think all this stuff's great. We can't do enough for him to show him how much he means to us.
And the joy Mo brought wherever he went.
I got this, Mom. Let's do this.
Mo threw out the first pitch at an Orioles game in 2017.
Let's do this. Play ball.
We thank Mo for joining us this afternoon on Kids Opening Day.
He made history with the Ravens last April.
You're going to be the first person in the history of the NFL to announce a draft pick written on a card in Braille. How amazing is that going to be?
Whoa.
And it was amazing.
With the 123rd pick in the 2019 NFL Draft, the Baltimore Ravens select Ben Powers, Oklahoma.
Mo never let the mighty obstacles he faced get him down. 4 battles with cancer, losing his eyesight at 9 months old.
Yay! Thank you.
You're welcome. We'll get back.
He couldn't see the teams, the players he loved the most.
All right.
All right, bud.
All right. See you on the field.
Okay.
Good luck.
He didn't have to. He saw with his heart. 3 weeks ago, Mo became a lieutenant with the Baltimore Police.
Young man who is so special, who is the epitome of strength and determination and willpower.
And just yesterday, right before he passed, the Orioles inducted Mo into their Hall of Fame.
Dedication, loyalty, spirit, and passion.
He represents the very best of Baltimore. His mantra, Mo Strong, a rallying cry for a very special boy who was a model for us all.
We love you, Mo. We love you, man.
2 teenagers shot in less than 24 hours in Annapolis. The violence leaving a 14-year-old boy dead. A 17-year-old boy is expected to survive. Fox 45's Maxine Stryker spoke to a person who was there when it happened. She joins us live in Annapolis with more on this. Maxine?
Well, Mary, balloons and pictures now mark the spot where 14-year-old Cameron Wallace, who was known by the nickname Peeboo, lost his life. It is less than a block away from where police say a 17-year-old boy was shot last night.
Heartbreaking. Heartbreaking.
Along Bowman Court Monday, neighbor Augusta heard the gunshots that took the life of 14-year-old Cameron Wallace, Annapolis's youngest homicide victim.
I walked closer to the boy, and I knelt down and I fell for his pulse, which I didn't feel anything.
She rushed to his side to help, but it was too late.
It's really sad because the boy's only 14, haven't had a chance to live. It's just heartbreaking, and it's just going on and on and on.
The violence continued last night when police say a 17-year-old boy was shot in the same neighborhood.
Now, all of a sudden, the last 48 hours, we've had 2 very serious acts of violence erupt. Community's frightened, they're frustrated, they're concerned.
Annapolis Police Chief Ed Jackson says they don't believe the first shooting was random and are looking into whether or not the 2 shootings are connected.
It's unacceptable. It's not going to be tolerated. Once we find out who's responsible, we're coming after you. We're just coming after you.
Augusta and the rest of the neighborhood hope for justice for Wallace soon and peace for both victims' families.
To be honest with you, I feel like I'm numb, okay? Because These young people don't have opportunity to live, and they're just dropping like flies.
It has been a deadly year in Annapolis so far. Coming up at 5:30, we take a closer look at the homicide numbers and what the police chief says may be to blame for the rise in the numbers.
So if you recall, just last week we saw MTA buses and cars really getting caught up in those heavy storm waters. But the city right now, they're blaming those pesky backups on their age-old 100-plus-year-old stormwater system and old pipes. Now, to alleviate those backups, the city says they're releasing overflowing sewage into the area waterways. But since 2002, the city has been under a federal consent decree to repair the system and stop the overflows. Now, the $2 billion project is still not complete. The city leaders, though, are predicting progress is on the way.
When we actually open the Headworks project in a number of months, less than a year away at Back River, we believe through our modeling that that's going to take care of nearly 80% of the backups.
Now, the city was supposed to complete that project 5 years ago, but has since been given an extension. Now, this week, DPW said they're now on track to meet their consent decree requirements, which include finishing some key repairs to the wastewater and storm system by 2021. But after 18 years, the Chesapeake Bay Foundation says residents have no more time to wait, and they're hoping that this is the last summer they deal with those flooding and sewage issues, and hopefully by next year they'll meet those requirements.
Whether it's illegal dumping or overflowing garbage cans, trash problems persist on Baltimore city streets. On Friday, the Department of Public Works tweeted that they continue to experience trash and recycling collection delays due to COVID-19. This on top of a growing list of dirty alleys, complaints. Liz Ortiz checked in with DPW on how the department plans to avoid an extensive backlog. Liz, what'd you find out?
Well, Mary, I'm still waiting to get that information from DPW. On Friday, a spokesperson told me that they would probably have that information for me sometime today. I have reached out throughout the day, but have not heard back. Now, back in March, DPW was forced to suspend several services, including alley and street cleaning due to COVID-19. Those services resumed last month, and since then, the 311 call log shows at least 1,000 new requests for dirty alley cleaning alone. I asked DPW exactly how many overdue alley cleaning jobs are on the backlog and what the plan is to avoid another extensive backlog. Again, I did not hear back. Meanwhile, people in the community are lending a hand to clear the trash.
There has been an increase in trash and dumping. I have seen DPW out cleaning alleys and streets, but also bulk trash is still suspended, so that's still a huge issue because many people still have bulk trash they would like to get rid of, and they're just simply putting it in the alley and no one is coming to get it.
Now, I also asked DPW if they're still experiencing trash and recycling collection delays. That's what the department tweeted on Friday. Still no response. Liz Ortiz, Fox 45 News.
Well, thanks for staying on it, Liz. We appreciate that. If you see illegal dumping in your neighborhood, tell us about it. Send us a photo. Just click on Chime In the Fox 45 News app or go to foxbaltimore.com/chime in.